We are back, folks, for part 2, less than a minute after we finished part 1. Busy again. You can see the continuity because this fellow and his lovely wife partner were just behind us taking pictures. I'm hoping we will be able to get an unobstructed view of the changeover, but people are kind of pushing in a little bit on the line. Less than ideal, but let's see. After this, I will try, depending on which horses we've got, to spend as much time as possible at the front as I did promise before. I think this is going to be the best spot realistically for this, because I want to see what sort of response the horses give when they appear. It's not like pouring, but it's still pretty unpleasant, to be quite honest with you. Very busy on the line again, look. I'm hoping the gatesman behind me is not actually going to move. And the reason I'm hoping that is that I'm actually standing exactly where the gatesman needs to come out. Wait, let me look behind me. I don't think he will change. I mean, I really hope he won't. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it, because I can't really see behind me and I don't want to be in his way. He will shout obviously if he needs to, but I don't want to get shouted at, nor obviously to be the cause of him having to shout. Plus, if he does come out, and again I don't know, there's quite a line of people there he's going to push through. I'll be able to film it better from here if it happens. What a mushy day, guys. Really is the most unpleasant morning that I recall ever here, to be honest. We've had rain here, we've had, in fact, deluge of downpours before, but we've never had it like this for an entire guard change, as we did in part 1. There's no dismount this morning, no lining up on the parade ground, full blues straight in, full lifeguards straight out. And if you look back to part 1, one of the troopers lost his helmet. Now, that was a great thing to see, not because of the trooper losing his helmet, but for the sheer professionalism of not only the trooper under very challenging wet conditions, but also his colleague, who quickly came out, passed the helmet, and then also a colleague that was holding the reins of the horse. I really don't know if that gatesman is going to decide to plough through. We never know whether they've given them the 2 hours or not. I mean, strictly speaking, at noon there should be a changeover. That said, they just did it, but I don't know, we'll see. Right, there's the bell. Okay, so we've got a good spot here, everyone. Which horses? Not Armand? Nope, no Ormond. Well, not yet, anyway. Lady troop on the right. These two horses are pinned. They couldn't care less about the rain. Liking the accent actually of the last couple of horse Yorkshiremen, I think. Oh, the tourists are moving back. They're on the right space, but they're still moving back out of caution. No dismount, everybody. The two existing boxmen will come in and go straight into the stables. Got their cloaks, but more importantly, the ground is soaking wet, way too dangerous for a dismount. Dismount onto concrete in those boots. They're ice skating. The new horse is the one on the right. The first horse on the left going in is Sangin. Okay, now the police are not moving, which leads me to believe that... Nope, they are. Actually, they're not going to change over. To be honest, also, there's a very good chance that the gatesman, if he were going to have changed, would have headed to the tunnel. So, no, we're not going to have a change. So it's done. It's finished. Which is actually pretty good. Just looking over toward the gates. Yeah. Why is it good? Well, because everyone's going to head to the front now, which means I can finally focus, as I mentioned initially, on what's happening with the horses at the front. That said, given the sea of umbrellas that you can see through the box, folks, easier said than done. Let's wait for the trooper to close up this box. He's coming over now, and then we'll head to the front so we can fight our way through. There he is, his number 2s. Done. So even he can't fit through. Look at all the people. They just tend to dawdle or dwell without actually bothering to move. I'm just going to actually take a look. They have put the chain back up, which is probably just as well, because you can see at the moment how many people... Oh! We missed it. This lady and her son just decided to walk in. I knew that. I was thinking, whichever way I go is going to be the wrong way. However, in part 1, not only did we get probably one of the best shouts of the year by this gatesman, but we got it right on camera. So if you were focused on the trooper losing his helmet incident, search through past that to when the guard change took place and this gatesman came on. He did really, 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 really well in moving the tourists that were somewhat blocking his way to the archers. A brilliant, clear shout right in their face. And the funny thing is, the tourists, they took it well. Even though they had a small baby, I did speak to them, you heard it in part 1, they took it well. Big respect to those tourists, actually, because that was a really, really loud shout. Okay, the trooper is adjusting the tack. Let's have a quick look. Oh, horse is like, no. Oh wow, it's been quite a long time since we've seen this trooper, who's currently on the horse, in the box.
Okay. Shall we try and cross and we'll walk down the side?
I'm not sure what he's trying to adjust, but the horse got a bit of its breakfast stuck in the kit or not. I couldn't see. All seems good. The problem is we're going to get so many people walking in front of the camera. That's better. Let's go if we can. Back a little bit. Focus as I promised I would on the horses. I will try shortly to ID this horse, folks. You can see the number clearly. I just haven't got a spare hand to pull out the camera. Sorry, the phone. And I'll give you the ID. Almost everybody wearing extreme contraception today, as you can see. What a mushy morning, eh? Very unpleasant morning. Except for our super hardy horses, who are taking it well. I'm sure there's a horse. I can't decide. Oh,
just the gates. He's walked up to someone else and got the archers. So they're getting shouted in his face and he's actually pushed him back.
Oh, had to be a case in that when I'm not in there. What happened after you pushed him back? Did he actually move away then at that point? Yeah, the second I'm out here. I didn't actually hear him shout though, literally like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. Wow. Had to be the case. Wherever I stand, something else happens every single time. So he actually pushed him out of the way. It serves him right. Did he take it well though, the guy that got pushed, or was he a little bit like, oh, don't push me? Brilliant. Oh, guys, you see? I did say, didn't I, at the beginning of this video, I'd spend most of the time in front of the horses, but now I'm already regretting it. Not only did we miss a shout, we missed somebody getting pushed out of the archway physically, which is a rarity. I don't think I've ever... Have you ever seen anyone getting pushed out before? I don't think I've ever seen anyone physically getting pushed out of the arches. Yeah. Wow. Well. Right, let's have a little peek. 1 second. I don't know who it was because it's already happened. One of the army photographers there just mentioning that somebody was standing there and didn't move when they were told to do so. Did you get that when you pushed somebody out of the way? I didn't see it either. Charlie just told me that he just actually told somebody to move. They didn't move. Told them again. They still didn't move. So he walked over and pushed them out of the arches. I missed it as well. Damn. So nobody got it. Oh well. Just our luck. Always no. All of us focusing at the front, missing it. Right, folks. I wonder if it was these two naughty tourists here. Somebody just told me, in fact, a minute ago that someone was naughty here, and I was pretty sure it was a lady wearing yellow with a blue umbrella.
No.
Was it not?
It was a gentleman, and I don't know that he didn't understand English or he just was being obstinate, but he just stood there until we had to walk right up to him and shout in his face. Really good one you missed.
God damn it. I mean, I think we all missed it. Was anyone actually filming it? I didn't think anyone was filming
we weren't filming it.
Good Lord, just my luck.
But it was amazing, yeah. I've just said, well done that.
Serves them right, eh? It's their own fault.
We just went in there. He went to move. And he still stood there. He didn't move.
I mean, some people, that even when they are told, they still don't want to move. They think it's some kind of, like, a circle. It's extraordinary, isn't it, to be honest? But yeah, pity that everyone missed it. There'll be others. No. I mean, I don't even know if he came over. I mean, he might appear later, but I didn't even see him coming with the horses.
I was just looking for the plane.
Yeah, I don't think he's here this time. Never mind. You too. Thanks, ladies. Wow. Okay, so you heard it there from two different sources. Somebody was shouted at right in their face. It's curious because I didn't hear the shout from the front. But that's the potential absolutely golden moment lost as not a single person managed to film it. Not sure what's going on at the front while the officers are out here. That is a real pity. Yeah, everyone focusing on the front, guys. I think I will spend most of the time at the front, but I will sort of glance into the yard to see what's happening. I wasn't expecting much to happen in the yard for the moment because it's not pouring with rain. It's raining, but very, very, very gently and lightly. So that's kind of unfortunate that despite the rain being modest, someone got pushed out of the way in the archway. And we all missed it. Everyone missed that. Charlie, did I tell you that somebody just got... I can't remember the whole story. You don't think you would have done it? A bit more. Maybe he did it because none of us were actually in the near the camera. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't actually miss anything. Okay, that makes sense. When they were leaving earlier this morning, when the lifeguards came out, one of the horses went completely crazy. He tried to throw the guard, went up so high that the helmet flew off his head, landed on the floor in the rain. Yeah, he was right in front of me. But took it really well. It's that really, really tall guy, the really tall one that's always in the arches. Yeah. Who was the first person that said he was 7 foot? I don't know who it was that said he was 7
I'll give him a 7 foot guard. 7 foot guard, a smiley guard. Make that one up.
with a helmet, he's definitely 7 foot. Oh goodness. Yeah.
They used to shout all the time, you don't do it, didn't you?
I think they're just kind of sick of it, aren't they, to be honest, because the tourists are just not paying attention. That said, in about half an hour, they're supposed to absolutely chuck it down, like it was when I first got here. And then obviously people are going to be running straight into the arches in large numbers, hopefully. Okay, so the common consensus, sorry guys, the common consensus, talking to Busker there at the front, is that the guard probably wouldn't have been quite so forceful in ejecting the tourist if he'd seen that there were several of us filming. And I can understand that, it actually makes sense. So we didn't arguably miss anything, because if there were cameras on him at that moment, he probably would have been somewhat more, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say gentle, but that's the wrong word. A little less in the guy's face is what I'm looking for. No, gentle is definitely not a word that would apply. That said, I mean the guards do have moments of being gentle, especially when it comes to people that come here with disabilities or special needs, as we've seen before, especially those golden moments at the end of the tunnel. But I do think, as I mentioned earlier, that if there was a wet mount in the palace, ordinarily when that happens, everyone floods down here instead. There would have been a wet mount for sure at the palace or something there.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder where the typical palace crowds are.
Gird was one, I think. That would have been interesting.
It would have been, actually, to be honest. I've never actually seen them in what do they wear when it's raining? Long coats? Same as the guards? I guess they got a different type of winter coat. Busker said he doesn't think that the guard would have shouted if any of us had been filming at that point, maybe not quite as loudly. I tend to agree with him, actually, because, yeah, let's just say that's a sensitive topic when it's caught on camera, because then people can be a little bit like,
Yeah.
so yeah, let's hope that's the case. Still a shame to have not seen it with my own eyes. Well, these best moments like that are always best preserved for posterity and memory, aren't they, to be honest? I've seen a lot of those off camera that I wouldn't put out anyway. Yeah, let's see what happens when it pours down again. It's only a matter of time. Oh, here's another one getting close, pushing our luck. Oh. It's okay, don't worry. Yeah, I'm actually going to lose the umbrella, guys, because my vision is severely impaired when I've got a flipping raincoat on and an umbrella up. The key thing, obviously, is going to be to keep an eye on the gatesman's movements, because he's been an absolute superstar today. Right, that's it. I've got better vision now. Okay, it's barely finally. Umbrella's down, hood is off. I'm now back to be able to see everything that's happening around me, and it makes such a difference. In fact, we should now get people finally decided to put down their umbrellas, because it's not pouring. Also means I can try and get us an idea on both of the horses, folks, before it starts to get busy again. And it will. It's really starting to pick up a little bit here. 1 second. No. Right, let's have a look, guys. Which horse is this? So I can go all the way around. I get it from the hoof number. Support it. You don't need to support it. No, you don't need to support it. The channel's doing fine. No. No, don't. I don't do that with anyone else at all. I completely, just myself. Even the guys here, I don't mention theirs or support theirs. I appreciate the offer, but no, you don't need to, honestly. Right, folks, 1 second. Let's go back to the ID. 1 minute. Somebody offering to support my channel through theirs, but no, I don't need that. I prefer to do things my way. I'm a bit of a lone ranger. Right, so got the number. Horsey is. Here's the Royals list. Talar. Very soggy looking Talar. Or Tara. It's Talar. Yeah, I'm not looking too happy actually. Lady Trooper is looking pretty chill. Then again, she's dry.
From those guys, I'm so sorry.
So the gatesman did just come out, but only very briefly. He's already on the way back in again. So Talar at this end, and in a minute I'll get the other horse. Yeah, I've had a few different people actually approach me offering to promote my channel through theirs and stuff. No need. I mean, it's extraordinary that we hit 60k, guys. It took us a month to go from 50 to 60, which is obviously just under 2,500 per week, which is a pretty fast growth actually. I think that's the second fastest growth spurt we've seen on the channel for some time. I'm just looking out the back because there were some police vehicles on the parade ground. I'm not sure why they were there, but they were. I wasn't sure whether no, he hasn't gone. I thought maybe the gatesman had gone to the tunnel, but he hasn't. He's back in the archway. Okay, I'm going to stay pretty much permanently at the front now. I know I said that before, but this time I mean it. If and until it pours down, at which point I will go back into the yard. Big if. So we can ID this horse in a second, guys. I have no idea which one it is. Coffee umbrella scarf. You'll never guess it was May in London. You wouldn't guess it. Look at this in the future, you think, no way was that May in London. But it is, guys. Extraordinary to think. However, after this final wet spell, we should be back to glorious sunshine and 20 degrees by this weekend. So that's something to look forward to, like really something to look forward to. Bright weather brings happy horses. Happy horses bring happy tourists. Happy tourists equal happy viewers. Just trying to get the number, 1 second. I've got the horse's hoof number. And this horse is Viper. Yeah, 100% Viper. So I now can put the phone away, concentrate. So Viper in front of us, plus tourists. And at the other end, as I mentioned before, Talar. Before we had an unknown horse at the other end, and sorry, at this end, and Sangin at the other end. In terms of the lifeguard horses that were here at the beginning when I arrived, I think we only caught a brief glimpse of Tyranny. I think it was Tyranny, the other one I didn't even look at. Let's go.
Let's go.
Spinning again. I don't think it's going to stop raining, honestly, I really don't. I think we've got this kind of weather all day. Torgate over there's got a Wimbledon umbrella. It's a little bit premature. Some people have got very interesting raincoats. Again, folks, we need to go back to being covered. It's raining again. Completely insane. Oh. Drenched but happy tourists. I mean, what can you say about that?
Too far apart.
A bit too far apart. Umbrella back up. Very hardy tourists in this weather.
Jerry, you go one side, Mel the other side. Jerry, closer in. Closer.
Oh, Jerry on the right is scared.
Okay, go back over to Mel. That doesn't work. Bye.
Bit of a domestic about to
Put your
happen.
arm around her, will you? There you go. Lovely.
If you're taking a picture, make a great wedding photographer. She's good at giving verbal instructions. She got Jerry and Mel the perfect picture in the end. Meanwhile, guys, this is what we're dealing with here. Look. You can hear the rain pouring on my umbrella. I'm sure you can. Actually, considering it is raining so heavily, does that mean? No way. There's not a single soul here. It doesn't mean what we were hoping it meant. It really doesn't, alas. Never mind. Oh, Tori's just pushed in. Two Chinese boys. The family were just waiting for pictures and they just pushed straight in. Extraordinary, to be honest.
Mais par contre, c'est là le parapluie, voilà. C'est lourd, hein?
Oh god, here we go again, look. She doesn't first woman just laughed at me. She's like, yeah, she's a c'est bon. Got it in the end. Some tourists really just do not pay attention, do they? You know what? I'm just not even going to bother taking it down now. Every time I do it, it starts pouring. The kit gets soaked. Poor horse is getting absolutely drenched. Look. Notice that Viper's got a face exactly like Ormond's. All these toys with their coffee cups, it's flipping pouring with rain. It's going to be very much filtered, watered down coffee. I think this actually might end up being the longest time it's rained constantly here ever since I've been filming. We've had a couple of classic rain videos with massive groups of people in the archways, but never filmed for more than 1 hour in the rain. This being part 2, so we're already at an hour and a half.
Okay. Right.
And some people you wouldn't even know it's raining, look. He's got a little policeman hat on, kid, look. Policeman hat under his little raincoat. Sweet. God, it's wretched, isn't it, folks, eh? Sea of umbrellas. But tourists are still being happy and posing for pictures. You've got to admire their spirit, eh? It's sorely testing mine, so the fact they're still happy and smiling. Furthest end actually, because it means I can see the archway through the gates. Sodden tourist meets sodden horse, look. This one is Talar, guys. Actually, in days like this, just strap the camera to my head and basically pretty much film what we see in front of us. That would be one approach. I personally think that if it really pulls down shortly, everyone's going to Scarpa. See, some people are smart enough to drop the umbrellas while they're having their pictures taken. Look. Swap hands, otherwise my arm's going to go to sleep. How far back everyone is. But remarkably, the horses, both of them, seem absolutely fine with the wet weather. Normally the guards, when it's raining, pull the horse way back into the box so that even their head isn't getting soaking wet. But these two, Viper here, Tamar behind me, don't seem to care less that they're soaking wet. Which is peculiar but admirable at the same time. Sorry guys, I'm hoping to take his picture before I move forward. The guard didn't shout, but we just, I think, I'm not quite sure whether we caught that. The guy in the raincoat on the left, the blue raincoat, stuck his head round the corner to see if there was a guard there. Yeah, the rain goes on my umbrella. Now we're a little bit away from the traffic at the front. It's really hitting that umbrella hard, isn't it? It's at this point normally, depending on the numbers that come through, that people tend to run into the archway behind me. Although I think... Yeah, I was just thinking I can hear hooves. Police horses, surely. Oh look, yeah, absolutely soaking wet, these beauties. Look at this. Oh, drenched. Absolutely soaked. Morning. Still managed to raise some smiles, despite the fact that... Oh look, it's Brutus. 1 second. London's most famous police horse. You know you're on the most famous police horse in London now, by far. He is amazing, isn't he? Look, whoa. Wow. As the officer said, everyone loves Brutus. That's a real pleasure to see beautiful, magnificent Brutus coming through. Just on time there. What a champion he is. Look, couldn't care less about the rain. Strutting along the street like he owns it. I mean, he kind of does, to be fair. Amazing. And also, everyone ran away, folks. Giving me the chance to get right to the front. How cunning am I? There we are. So my raincoat and my umbrella are right in front, which is where we'll stay for a little while. Brutus, Brutus. It's amazing. This guy with his trainers, look. You think he's happy that he's with the King's Lifeguard? What a superstar that guy is. Brilliant. I love the optimism, especially in this weather. Oh wow. Toys are toozing up. Oh, it's got student ID. Might as well. I'm also a bit depressed now. They also always get a bit depressed after Brutus comes through. Oh, I wish I was that beautiful. At least some of the tourists are respectful and thoughtful enough to lower their umbrellas before they go over. The ones that walk over with the umbrella up and almost poke the horse's eye out. I hate that. It's super annoying and inconsiderate. Remarkable, isn't it, that there's still actually a reasonable flow of people, even when it's like this. Right, here comes the gatesman in this appalling weather. Never thought we'd see the guards back in their long cloaks, folks, this side of the autumn. I really didn't. Very, very, very odd year we're having weather-wise so far. But my money's on it being boiling summer. I think we're going to see 40, 42, 44 this summer. And even if we do, even if there's a couple of months of real extreme heat, there was so much rain in the last 2 months that will be good right the way through until Christmas. In this green and pleasant land. Surprised actually how many people are still. Sorry, caught on your umbrella. Just almost ripped somebody's umbrella out of their hand. Mine got caught on that. I personally think people are going to start to give up shortly and just leave. It's a really, really unpleasant morning. Great for coffee shops though, folks. I mean, this time of the year, they're supposed to be drinking iced apricot tea, not flipping hot coffee. He's looking happy and rightly so. He's wearing an Arc'teryx raincoat. Smart guy. Daylight today, Arc'teryx, Fjallraven, Helly Hansen. You'll be doing a roaring trade, especially with tourists There's a massive outdoor specialist called Cotswold Outdoor, close to Piccadilly Circus. Days like today, it's always super busy. People running in to buy a raincoat. Can't say I can blame them, to be honest. I mean, look at it. There's so much water sitting on the ground as well. Gosh, I'm actually starting to worry a little about military season, because last year the very first Troop in the Colour was a complete washout. They did finish it, but it was an absolute, yeah, it was horrible. It poured down, and everyone, and myself included, got completely drenched, as did the kit. Hoping that doesn't happen this year, because it was just waste of time, waste of money. And I really felt sorry for the soldiers who did obviously soldier on through it. Very unpleasant experience for everyone that day. Talar, that one. Yeah, the one behind me is Viper. 100%. The one that was on before, another new one, doesn't exist. New number they've added, not on the list. They're really good with that, adding brand new numbers. At the moment, there's only one that I don't know, which is the one that was just on, but I'll probably get that tonight. Yeah. Oh. Hey, wait, where's your umbrella?
Day, isn't it? So nice.
Your tour group today's massive. Wait, you haven't got one?
No, today it's only 6 people.
Only 6 people? 6 brave people. I was going to say, you got no raincoat either. No.
Like it. I know. I don't want to show them that I'm afraid of the rain, you know?
I mean, to be honest, that wouldn't make you a good London tour guide if you were scared of the rain. You got the best tour guide, folks, in London here. He's the best, I tell you. See you. That's wrong, folks. And we all know why he's one of the very best tour guides in London. To be honest, the fact that he's willing to go out without an umbrella and get completely drenched, that in itself isn't remarkable. It's more the fact that it's also a bit chilly today. Anyone getting drenched today, walking around for a couple of hours, is either going to get mild or hypothermic, or like this dude here in his I don't even know what to call that. What's that? In his tight little post-Soviet top, is potentially going to get himself unwell. I mean, it's beautiful though, the reflections, folks, on the pavements, am I right? I haven't yet spotted, hold on, if I go right to the other side, I think far past this box, occasionally you can get a good reflection of the horse in the puddle. 1 minute, let's see. I don't focus as much on the light as I usually do when it's raining, simply because of the fact that the conditions are appalling. Nope, no horsey reflection. Everything but. Time-wise, 20 minutes to the change. Yeah, I won't be here for the next changeover. Won't make it that long. Otherwise the video's going to massively overrun. Which is not actually the end of the world, because we know which 2 horses are going to bring back out anyway. The chance of Ormond making a guest appearance this afternoon is 5%. In other words, extremely low chance of that happening. think, to be honest, a lot of people would have packed for their trip to London, not packed waterproofs, because who the hell's going to be thinking that at the beginning of May, be like this? No one, myself included. Oh, I didn't even notice there's someone in front of the horse. Absolutely teeny weeny, look. Bless. Wow, wow, that is incredible. He makes the horse look absolutely massive. It is a massive horse, but glad I got that. Should have moved way back though to get an idea of that. Would have given a perfect idea of the scale of the horse against that young lady. Other tour guide is out and about, also without a hat or an umbrella. Business as usual, it seems, for the tour groups. Umbrella down again. No idea how long that's going to last. Oh, the tour guide is he's mentioning to Busker, rich people from Raffles, mentioned to Busker about that video with the silly boy from last week. Very rich, kind of fellows mixing with the peasantry from Raffles. Excuse me, my dear boy, stand aside. Oh. This one's a teddy.
This is the Blues and Royals. There's always a small chance the horse will eat you. Put my hair in it.
If that had been all morning, she would have been pulled backwards. So the tour is coming along, removing the water from the horse's face. Very thoughtful.
That's no James Blunt singer, he's a captain in that regiment. You actually make quite a good argument. James Blunt prevented World War III bizarrely. He was the man on the ground at Christina Airport. We'll have to take the other side of the stage. Are you going? Yeah, it's on.
I have no idea. 1 minute he's here, next minute he's gone. Oh, let me see if I can get a picture of her car details, guys, and we can go and have a little bit of a spend up.
Anybody else want to play those nice?
Lovely day for a tour, eh? You're super hardy. I really admire you, I tell you.
You're a gentleman. Well, you do the same thing as me.
Well, I mean, in a way, I guess, yeah, in a way. Although, in his defence, I mean, I do the same thing in a way. However, he walks a hell of a lot more than I do. I mean, I walk a lot, but these tour guides, some of them I think are probably doing between 40 and 50k steps in a day. That's a hell of a lot of walking. Charging around 2 or 3 tours in a day. Yeah, their work is harder than mine, a lot harder. Gatesman's coming back out again. Just going to think, is he going to go for that group? He did, but they moved quickly out of the way. Umbrella's finally back down, folks. How long will that last? No idea. Hopefully a good while, but you never know. That was Viper. Yes, Viper. Anyone that you see carrying an umbrella now, guys, is pretty unaware of the fact that it's actually not raining. It's stopped, finally. Will that last? Probably not. Oh, I actually thought that that guy was beyond the train. Look, the guy tucked around the corner. You see him? Look, there he comes. He was so well tucked behind. Hold on a second, I spy some more police horses coming through the tunnel. It's the PA system in the stable area. These horses are probably sodden. I'm not sure if that's yeoman. No, it's not. It wasn't for a second. The hooves are not big enough on the left. Offers semi good spirits. They honestly have got one of the best jobs in London. Imagine being a horsewoman and then getting to ride a horse around in London all day, and on top of that, actually getting paid for it as well. I mean, could life get any better? Plus, they don't need to pay for the horse either. Taxpayers pay for the horse, they just ride them. Sounds to me like an absolute dream job. Beautiful, eh? Especially the one on the right. I'm not sure which horse it is though, folks. Oh, he just had a bad experience with the horse. Okay, Dad's going to try again. He's look. Look. I'm pretty sure he's not going to grow up to be the next Clint Eastwood. Just a wild guess. No Clint Eastwood, ladies and gents. Now the rain stopped, people have put the umbrellas down, they've put down, as you can see, or taken off their raincoats. Finally getting back to relative normality, which is good, but also sad. Why? Because we're nearly finished. Oh. It's a walking advertisement, guys, for recycling over here. Sodden and drenched tourists, but they're still happy, look.
Ahí, no pasa nada. No se puede tocar.
Pero pone
Tampoco.
que no pueden morder.
I'm going to guess, as there seem to be at least 17 Marias in the group, that this is a Spanish or Spanish-speaking group. Just a wild guess. I mean, I could be completely mistaken. Jeez, the whole group, this massive Spanish group, were looking at me like, hold on a second, if we go up here, are we going to be on his video? And guys, you are. Yeah, look.
Depan sikit je. Depan ni, Allah depan ni.
This other guy on the right got caught in a storm this morning. I think he climbed Everest before he came to horse guards. I can't decide. 1 minute they're about to go up, then they stop and come back. You've got to see actually what happens if and when this group go into the archway. Frozen. Was it somebody glued their Spanish feet to the floor? They're not moving. But now the photographer's out of the way, we will. It's 5 minutes, folks, to the changeover. first time ever, I'm actually going to be happy when I finish today's video. Why? Because I'm completely dry until my socks. From the socks to the ground, woo, it's like, wow, absolutely sodden, people. Yeah, socks to the floor. So I'm half perfect and half a complete mess. Next time, yep, I need to remember to wear boots. My bad. We will finish up with Tala, also known as Tara, as I always introduce her. Really impressed with both of the horses today. You would not have believed, would you, that both of them would be standing proud. Not a single hint of a meltdown, being unhappy, nothing at all. Yeah, the lifeguard horses were not happy in part one, we saw that, but the blues horses perfectly behaved. Remarkable. I can't remember actually. Yeah, well, when we think about it, there is going to be a double changeover. It's going to be the gatesman and chitsman as well. I've just remembered, yeah, let me head in. The gatesman just came through and went into the tunnel. I don't think that in itself is going to equal any major shouting. However, yeah, I'm going to be in the yard for this changeover because we will have the foot guards being replaced. Actually surprised I didn't realise that. I should have done. In the tunnel. Just surprised because the gatesman's turned up. There he is. I was hoping I'd be able to get a good reflection of him or the replacement gatesman and chitsman in the puddles. Oh, here we go, look. Oh. She's like, can I get a picture with you? She's very close though. I mean, she's very close. She's basically touching him, I think. What? Oops. I don't think, though I can't be certain, that she actually touched him, but it definitely looked to me for a moment as though he pushed her away. Either that or she realised that she'd accidentally touched him and moved herself back a teeny bit. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Here comes the next victim. Okay, at least the young man said thank you. Good thing. So we are in the tunnel, folks, for the changeover. Unintentionally, actually, in the tunnel, because there's a whole bunch of Kanken rucksacks and other things on the floor, which mean we're kind of stuck here, at least for the moment. It is what it is. Horses first, then the new gatesman, then chitsman. Ah, wait, they're moving. Okay, I didn't want to ask them to move all this stuff out of the way because they're all wet and they're just drying the kit off in the tunnel. It is a bit gloomy in here, isn't it? So ideally, nice to be back in the yard to see the horses. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, we're back. This is the horse, guys, the new one, new number, doesn't exist on the list, one they've just added in. I'll do my best to update the list with this horse ASAP. If any of you have any idea which one it is, okay, pop it in the comments. At the moment, that's the only unknown horse, as far as I'm aware, in the Blues. Viper coming in first, and Talar with a lady trooper behind. No dismount again, folks, just like in earlier changes this morning. So in a second I'll go back into the tunnel. We'll finish up with that new gatesman and chipsman changing over. That's stomping in the puddles. So in we go.
Good catch.
It's a little busy in here. Just a little bit. However, there's a good spot. In fact, it arguably looks far more beautiful, doesn't it, when it's been raining? Should be at any moment, this is theory. People say their kids to stand on the edge, they get the guard in the background. The police wouldn't permit anyone to stand next to the guard now because the change is underway. Some of the Tories attempted, but they're not going to do it. Okay, that gives us an aspect of both sides of the tunnel. Tourist walkway, and hopefully new guards approaching in a minute on the left. Here they come, right on time.
Halt! Front! Sentries pass. Old and new sentry. Left! Hand! To your post. Quick. March!
Wow. Extraordinary voice. I mean, really, really extraordinary voice. Especially with the tunnel amplifying an already magnificent voice. It's only gatesmen, folks. We're back. Oh, we're to the archers, not back to the archers. To the archers in a moment. I'm sort of half tempted. I was just about to say half tempted to go the other way before the tourists do. It's going to be an interesting one, this, to see how many people there are. Oh no, the police are going to move them. Yeah, they're already telling them to make some space, so we're not going to have what we had in part one. Oh, he did shout, as you just saw. Okay, that's interesting. So we've got another gatesman, Blues and Royals gatesman, who clearly has no problem with shouting at errant tourists. We got it, not clear, but we got him shouting, "Get back." Get back, yeah. They deserve it. It is what it is, you know, like straight away. Get back. Just like that. And talking about the back, we are back ourselves, ladies and gents. We are back at the front. And made it to the end. Perfect timing, actually. And on that note, folks, I'm out of here. But as ever, I will be back soon. Bye for now, guys.